Hello family, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy E, the Dividend Passport Bro, back with another video. Guys, of course you guys see me smiling. It doesn't mean a damn thing. Ain't got nothing to do with the market. I'm just happy today. Life is good. I cannot complain. I am still in my apartment, as you guys can see, in Cartagena, Colombia. Guys, welcome all the new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. Like, share the content. Guys, do not forget to join our Discord. Usually I do this at the end of the video. I always forget, so I'm gonna bring it back in. Do not forget to join the Discord, guys. Okay, join the Discord. All right, and we'll try to keep things going and flowing. But of course, we're not there yet, but we're gonna get there. But remember to join the Discord. The link is in the description below. Join the Discord. All right. See, I'm doing good. I'm trying to get this in the beginning, so I can't forget about it. All right. We have over 130 plus videos on this channel that specifically speaks about investing. Now, on all the videos, I talk about different things from day to day. I don't talk about the same stuff over and over. I put in different things there as people comment, as people ask me questions. When I go to my one-on-ones, those things that people ask me, I try to add it into the videos so we can help people or try to break it down the best way I can. Now, of course, you know, I try to do things as simple as possible so anybody and everybody can understand, but still some people still don't understand. Guys, don't hesitate. Send me emails, send me a message in the chat with the what I can't even, with the Discord. You see how I be forgetting stuff. Send me a message with the Discord, send me an email, send me a smoke, fire, whatever, flame, whatever. Just get it to me and I will send you an answer. I always do. I answer, I respond to all of the comments. Even if I just click it and like it, I respond to every comment and everything I get. Okay, you might not get it the same day, but you can get it. Guys, this is not financial advice. I'm just a 51-year-old man, soon to be 52. All right, talk about my portfolio and my portfolio alone, and trying to inspire other people like you and myself to invest in the market. Because if I can do it, and guys, I'm not saying anything special. That means you guys can do the same thing. You got to just figure it out, right? Little by little, like I did over the last 4+ years, almost 5 years, and now I got a system down that works for me. And once you understand that, you can get a system that works for you. Okay, it's all about making money. Okay, putting in money to continue to generate your income, so you don't have to work. You can retire early and live the life of luxury if that's what you want to do. Or you can be like me, still work and still work. Okay, I'm still working and I'm still working, because you know I make these videos for you guys every day, because that was a promise I made to myself to generate these videos every day. I know sometimes it can be the same thing, but you know, stuff happens every day. So some days are good, some days are bad. All right, like I say all the time, this is not financial advice. I probably said it earlier, but I'm gonna say it again. This is not financial advice. Okay, so use this stuff as your own free way. All right, let's get into it. So even though, right, you see we got Google, Tesla, Amazon is down, and some other guys is down in the S&P 500. We measure our portfolio by the S&P 500. Even though we don't want to invest in the S&P 500, we invest in the other portion of the market. But you know, you guys get it. All right, so let's get down and look at some crypto. So the crypto market is down today. Bitcoin is down, Ethereum is down, and you know what, everything is kind of down. But guys, if you want to invest in crypto, do your due diligence. Okay, always do your due diligence, no matter where you put your money. If you need to read up some stuff, learn what's going on, do that before you put your money in there, because if not, you're going to be losing your money and don't know why you're losing your money. Okay guys, so that's all I got to say about that. And I like to look at this bubble. I just like the color with the bubble move around. Whoever developed this stuff, right, there's some smart people, smart guys. Okay, because you can just look and see what's good and what's bad. Now this is why I like to look at the market cap, and of course Bitcoin's the big boys in there, Ethereum next, and we got the other guys following along. But we don't care about them, because like I said, I am trying to sell my Bitcoin. Well, I'm trying to sell my crypto off this portfolio, because guys, this is, I didn't want to put any money in here because I was wanting for you guys to see this, right? I talk about this all the time, right? Margin calls. So right now, this is considered a margin call. This just came in today. I am not going to put any money in there because we getting paid on Friday. So no matter if it continue to go more, you know, $300, $400, $500, I'm not gonna put a nickel in there because on Friday I'm gonna get some money, and that's gonna cover that, and I'm gonna use that money to buy more stuff by Wednesday, just like I did this week. Okay, but what I'm trying to say is, once these go into positive, I'm gonna sell these off. I already sold my Ethereum off of here. I already sold my Bitcoin off of here. Now, guys, keep in mind I have Bitcoin and I have crypto in 2 other portfolios. Okay, I got Bitcoin on. I keep saying Bitcoin. I got crypto on Coinbase, and I got crypto on in Coinbase wallet, and I got crypto on Webull. Okay, so I got crypto in 3 other places apart from here. And what happened, I bought some crypto with margins, so that kind of messed up my margins. So whenever crypto go down, it really messed up my margins. So I need to get rid of all of that, right? So I can just have only stocks in here, and you guys not gonna be able to see my crypto portfolio because I don't know if I'll be able to share it with the other platform. But maybe one day I can adjust the screen. I can just talk about crypto alone. But we're still gonna, talk about crypto like we usually do, what the crypto is doing, all that stuff, because I do invest in it. I just might not be able to share with you guys the way I like to. Okay, so I want to borrow some stuff today. I want to borrow some Coney. I think I bought about 100 something shares of Coney. All right, added to the portfolio, working our way to 600. And when we get paid on Friday, I still get paid on Thursday and Friday. But when we get paid on Friday, come Monday, I'm trying to get this to 1,000 shares. So once I get this to 1,000 shares, I can go on to the other stuff. But also, I am still working on my Misty. Right, I bought I think like 150 shares today of Misty, because you guys know that my Misty, I was just trying to get Misty in there, and I bought very expensive, right? So guys, let me show you guys something, okay? So you can see. So this is what my portfolio is worth, right? $127,000. Now, 4,000 of that is in crypto. $68,000 of that is in margins, and this is what my actual fund is. This is what I'm actual value right now. So when somebody say you, oh, I want to see your total value of portfolio, this is my total value of my portfolio, but you have to click on the other options to see that. Okay, so it shows it come down here, break down into stock, and it come down further down, it should break down into crypto. But as you can see here, right, this sucker is down now to $39. Let me make sure. Average cost. So my average cost gone from 40 something dollars now to $39. So by the time I get this thing to about 3,000 shares, we should be close. By the time I get up to 3,000 shares, maybe we'll be close to 20 something dollars a share for that. But you know what? We're going to continue to buy while we grow the portfolio, right? We grow the portfolio, getting them things to 1,000 shares, and then we go to the next one. So once we get that to 1,000 shares, we get Coney to 1,000 shares. Then we start working on, Palantir and NVIDIA. SQY. We got to get that to 1,000 shares too. So. YBet need to get to 1,000 shares. So there's a bunch of little stuff here that I gotta get to 1,000 shares. But we're only gonna do a little bit at a time. Okay, guys, it seems like I'm spending too much time on this. All right, so let's get to the next one. All right, let me see. All right, so I hope you guys get that. Let's go back. The thing should be loading. All right, so you can see all of the portfolio I have in here, right? So this is my baby. This is her portfolio. Now, she got a bigger portfolio in Fidelity. I tried to close this thing. They wanted me to write letters and stuff, and I'm about to travel, so I didn't get to do it. But once I get back to the U.S., I'm going to write them a letter to close this account in here, because it's hard to buy stuff when you only got $6 and I need to put it to work. I have to wait till I have enough money to buy it. So I need to close this account and be done with that. I'm going to close this other account. This is my last account that I transfer all the money out of. Everything fine to clear. Is down to 0. I can close that, so I'm going to call them and close that account. This is a checking account. I got enough money here to cover the car payment, so I might transfer. Well, I do need, this is what I can pull cash when I travel, so I might leave the other money in there until we get paid on Friday, and then I can move money into this account. Okay, and soon enough, this portfolio is going to be enough to cover my car payment, so I won't need to be moving money into this portfolio like that. But soon enough, it's going to be enough to cover my car payment. Can you guys believe that? A $10,000 investment is pretty much enough to cover my 40,000, 50 some thousand-dollar car, right? That's crazy. Can you believe that? But anything is possible, right? So $8,000 is not even 10 grand yet. So I'm still $200 away from $10,000. But this amount, right, is enough. I think it's paying about 600 something dollars. Excuse me, about 600 something dollars. So it's close to being enough to pay my car payment, right? So by the time I get it to 10,000, it's going to be more than enough to cover the car payment, and that is amazing for this portfolio that I just opened less than a month ago. So I went and bought some Misty today, right? You see the Misty, we're trying to get Misty, buy more Misty, and this is a new portfolio, so things are pretty tight. It's not a lot of space, not a lot of, a lot of daily cost averaging need to be done to bring it up to speed. So I'm just keeping my eye on this thing. As you can see, I'm still adding positions, right? So either tomorrow or Friday, I'm going to add 2 more positions to here. I'm just going to buy one position, one stock, right? And add it up to this position as I build this up. So with my high yield and all that good stuff, I want to be able to add other positions in there that is not my extreme high yield. I got JPJQ. I need to add XGHD. What else? I need to add some other positions in here that I need to add, right? So MO is there, O is there. I need to add AGNC. Like I said, it's a bunch of positions I still need to add. So we probably gonna get this thing up so somewhere around 50 plus, maybe 70 positions, right? And that's the goal, guys, to get that thing going. All right. So I mentioned the other day. I think sometimes you guys take me literal, right? This snowball, guys, this just housed my position. It's not my actual positions in here, right? So it pulls from my portfolio and house that in here, okay? So it's just a tracker that tracks the portfolio. So when I say this is not a portfolio, it's not a portfolio. It's just a tracker that tracks my portfolio to let me to be able to show you guys how much money is coming in to the portfolio. But since I'm not showing you guys my Fidelity portfolio, I decided to show you guys this tracker so you guys can kind of see, what the portfolio is actually doing, from this chart. Even though you see it in this tracker and you see it in the other tracker, but this tracker kind of stands for the actual portfolio itself, if that makes sense, okay? But the actual portfolio this just pulls from the portfolio. And as you can see, it's somewhere in the $300 something thousand a year, $25 a month, $25,000 a month. Okay, now some of the stuff need to be updated because I sold a lot of these positions today. Mercury, I sold Mercury, J&J, I sold DGICA, and some other stuff that I sold. Texas Instrument, I believe I sold, because some of those things are under 2%, 3%. So I'm getting rid of those, right? I'm getting rid of the stuff that pay the lesser yield because I need to be above 3.5 and up. And then I'm gonna go in there because I need to get the position down to about 100, right? And I'm doing this without having to pull money from my account to reinvest. I'm just reinvesting when I sell those lower yield and put that money into a higher yield. So it's the same money that's there. I'm just putting it into a higher yield that's going to generate more income, so that the income is going to go up. That's pretty much what it is. So that keeping me from having to go take money out of my account or out of another account and put it in here when I can just take that money that's already in the account with all these positions and reinvest. So I think I spent about 6,000, 7,000 a day buying more positions. Actually, I should have waited because as soon as I finished buying all the positions, the market went down a little bit. So I was like, well, you know what? If I had waited another hour or two, I would have, had a little bit extra money because the market went down and just kind of stayed down a lot of the positions that I had. So my portfolio dropped, I believe, It's about $3,000 or so, $4,000 or so between my growth portfolio and my dividend portfolio. Guys, I know I don't talk about my dividend portfolio, my growth portfolio a lot because it's growth, right? I cannot take that money and go buy me something without selling the position. That's why I rather don't talk about it. But I know there'll be a day that I will have to talk about it. But it's in my Fidelity account, so you guys can't even see it because it's in my Fidelity account, and I'm not going to show it to you anymore. Okay, so you just got to take my word for it. And Palantir was on a tier yesterday. Palantir was on the tier yesterday, and I think it was like 100 and something, $105, $103 a share. Of course, that added another $6,000 in growth to my portfolio, right? And right now, that portfolio went from 39,000 yesterday to about, I think it was like 40 something, 45, 46,000. Now it went down a little bit today because of the pullback from Palantir. But like I said, it's okay. I bought Palantir some years back for $12 a share. The bad thing is I didn't get over 1,000. Right? I only had like 250 that I bought for $12 a share. Now Palantir is like $100 some a share. So that little money I spent, right, to buy 250 shares, however, they generated me over $25,000 in that one position. Now, I don't, my positions don't just do great like that all the time, but every so often I get one, or two, or three, or four that do that. Okay, and that's great, guys. We're about to hit $460,000 in income. Now, if this is not amazing, I don't know what else to tell you. 459K. That means we're going to hit 460 before the weekend. By the weekend, because when the money comes in, y'all know what I'm doing. I'm going shopping. Hopefully, it's another red day. Friday can be a red day. I'm fine with that because I will have money to put back into the market. So, a red day for me is a shopping day, discount day. And of course, after I do all that shopping, right, when that money comes in, I'm going to take 1 or 2,000 and put it into my other account. Depending on how much come in, right? I'm going to invest some of the money, and then I'm going to take the other half and throw it into my account because I need to stop. Like I told you guys, I need to stop paying some bills, paying some debts off. Not bills, but paying off those big bills, mortgages, and stuff like that. So I will pull some money out of there and put a couple thousand there. Maybe move some money into our Fidelity account. Try to get that over that $10,000 mark. Right, maybe 11K or so, maybe 500 will get it over 10,000 for sure, and then we can buy more stuff in there. Right, we're growing the portfolio, but that's a big chunk of money right there. All right, so let me show you guys this right here, my Charlie Swap. So look at Charlie Swap. It went up a little bit, but look at the income. Let's check out the income. I clicked it prematurely. Yeah, that's what she said. Okay, so look at Charlie Swap, guys. 675. That is more than enough to pay my car note. My car note, that's enough money from an $8,000 portfolio. I can pay my car note out of this sucker every month for the rest of my life. Now, except I buy another car, which is coming soon. But this is enough to cover that, guys, from an $8,000 portfolio. Okay? Now, the way the money is breaking out, most of the money is into Misty. And then, when Misty pays, we're gonna put some into the other and put some back into Misty. So Misty is the week that Misty pays is gonna be the biggest week as we grow the other weeks. Okay, but I mean it's a start, so I gotta put into what I know works. But $600, 678, 678 from an $8,000 portfolio, guys. Soon that's gonna be a $10,000. I mean $1,000 a month. Right, and that 10,000 will generate over $12,000 in 1 year period, which is more than what I put in. Even if it drops down a little bit, we're going to be reinvesting, of course. So before you know it, by the end of the year, we're going to have a $20-something thousand portfolio, and that portfolio is going to be generating 2 or 3 times more than what it is. That's the plan, guys. This is the plan. So this portfolio right here, this is my portfolio. This is the portfolio I'm going to be living off of. Once I get to where this reaches my income, then I can say, I can quit because all the money in this particular portfolio There's no. Let me see if I can do that right. There is no margin call. Yeah, that feels so weird when I do that. There's no margins on this account, right? There's no margin. And I was having dinner with my cousin today, right? And I just say, you know what? I think I'm gonna move my Robinhood portfolio to Fidelity. He's like, huh? Why? And I had to explain to him how that it can be done and all that stuff so he can understand. But I think that's what I'm gonna do because that portfolio have margins, right? And if I move that to Fidelity, the margin is gonna go to Fidelity. All that money that's in there gonna go to Fidelity. Then I can start that portfolio over without margins, right? And the same way I'm gonna take the money from Fidelity to build this portfolio, I can do it to that portfolio, right? So that way, when I get that portfolio 10 grand or whatever, all the money is gonna be in Fidelity anyway. So I just move the money from Fidelity to these other portfolios and building these portfolios without margins. So that way, whatever money, that's what my daughter tuition. So whatever money goes into that portfolio, right, it's 10 grand a month. So I can pull 10 grand a month from Fidelity to go into that portfolio. Because that's what the portfolio is generating now. 10,000 a month. Almost 10 grand a month. I mean, we're going to be at 10 grand a month. Yeah, we're 10 grand a month because I bought some stuff in it today. So this portfolio is generating 10 grand a month. So if I take this portfolio and move it to Fidelity, right? So I already got 30 grand a month in Fidelity. This 10 grand a month, that's 40 grand a month. And plus this other stuff added together, that's like 41,000, right? So if I can do that, I think that would be great. Now, when that money come in, I could just take that money and throw it back into Robinhood. If I'm investing 10 grand a month, right, in 5 months, 6 months, we should be at about $5,000-$6,000 in that portfolio without margins, right? And I think that's still pretty good. Now, you guys let me know what you think, right? Because you'll watch me, you'll understand I guess you guys know how I think because I talk about everything I do. So this is something that just hit me yesterday because I thought about it. I'm like, look at this new portfolio. My new portfolio, right? I clicked on the wrong one. My new portfolio is about to pay me $10,000 a month in no time. By the time I hit $1,200, $1,300, maybe $1,400, we should be, not $1,400, $12,000. We should be at $1,000 a month, right? I think we're gonna do that before we hit 12,000, but I mean, you guys get it, right? So if I'm gonna be collecting $1,000 a month from that measly money that I had to move money from Fidelity there anyway, why not do the same thing for Robinhood? I mean, the other thing I thought about was, right, I need to get the portfolio up maybe a little bit more to about 12, 13,000, 14, 15,000. And then once we get there, right, I got to go back and let me see if I can, it don't let me do it all the time. Let me see. If it'll let me do it. It don't let me do it all the time, right? So it won't let me do it now because I have to add money. But there's a place where you can set, let me see, margins. Right? So I can go and set my margin amount. Right now I'm using this much, my total margin, and this is what I'm using. So of course I'm over my margin amount. Right? So I can go in and set how much margins I can use, and this is easier way to adjust it to be able to pay back the margins. Okay? But guys, so Fidelity is above. Fidelity is at 30. So 30, that's 40, and then that's 41. Guys, you see what I'm saying? Did that make sense to you guys? Instead of worrying about adjusting, making adjustments and all that stuff. And the only reason why I thought about it, I wouldn't do it because of my Misty in here. It's gonna mess up the cost ratio, and I want to fix that here. So that's the only reason will keep me here with margins until I can adjust that amount, right? And I think it's easier to pay off margins here than it is to pay off infidelity because I can adjust the margin amount. Um, and I just have to stop reinvesting maybe for a month or two. It's kind of hard because I'm still trying to grow the portfolio. This particular Robinhood portfolio, right? I'm still trying to grow the portfolio, so it's kind of hard to say, okay, I'm gonna just let the money sit there. I mean, even though the money sit there is drawing interest 4%, I'm getting like 4% in interest in the money that's sitting there that's not being used. But I can get 50, 70, 80, 90% if I invest the money. So it's just easy for me to say, okay, well, I'm gonna invest the money instead of waiting uh, for that, guys. Okay, I know sometimes I can just get carried away, but because I'm always thinking of the way to better solve my margin issues. Now, of course, I got a margin call here, but it's not a big deal because I'm expecting a few $1,000s in this portfolio, a couple maybe in this portfolio, um, maybe a little bit more. But I'll wait till the money show up, and then we'll track it on Friday. I mean on Saturday. But you guys will know because the money gonna show up in a day, right? Today's Wednesday, so Thursday, Friday, it probably comes Sunday. I mean Saturday, but it's gonna be there for Friday, and that's gonna cover the margin calls. So I'm not worried about that. I had like $1,300 in there today. I spent it all because I wasn't worried about the margin call because I got money coming in, and if we do go over, I could just move money from my other accounts and cover it. So I'm not worried about it. Okay, guys. Um, let's go here. Guys, this is not financial advice. Okay, I'm just talking about my portfolio and my portfolio alone. So, guys, look. This is what I like to use the tracker, right? Because it's better than a spreadsheet. You just see numbers. This shows you the numbers, and I can change this very quickly without having to go and type in anything, right? I just click and drop. So guys, all right, so we were at 4 million and now we are 5 million. Okay, in 10 years, $5 million in income annually. Now, I mean, 5 years is a long way away, and then it is, and in essence, it's pretty short. Time go by so fast. My daughter just turned 2 yesterday. It seemed like it was yesterday, right? But it was yesterday, but I seemed like she was just a baby yesterday. And now, right, this was 19,000 and we are 20,000 and 19 million. This is 20 million now. So you see how huge the big of a difference this is. And by the time we get to 4 to 500K in income, we should surpass 6 million in income in 10 years. But let's say we go back to 5 years. 10 years is a long time, right? In 5 years, to get to 1.5 million, we almost at 5 million in 5 years, right? I don't see why we wouldn't generate 5 million in 5 years. But the thing is, in 5 years, it's less money, but you add another 5 years, you get 3 times the money. Because the longer you invest the money, the more you get in returns, right? The compound. The longer it takes, the more you get in that compound money. And this is what it's about, guys. I'm 51 years old. Okay, I got a 2-year-old daughter and a 19, soon to be 20-year-old daughter. And I might have another one on the way. I'm still, I'm still making babies. All right, I waited till late to start making more babies. I might still have another one on the way. I might make another one or two. Why? You said, why are you having babies at 50 some years old? One, I can afford it. Two, I have all the time in the world to give to them that I didn't have when I was in my younger days because I was busting my butt working 2, 3 jobs to be able to feed them and provide for my wife. But now I don't have to do all that. I still got a job that I work that pay me a decent salary, right? And then I got this thing generating me a lot of cheddar. Okay? We're making a lot of money over here. Guys, this is not to brag. I say this all the time. And I think you guys have been good at understanding, especially the new folks that watch the channel that haven't subscribed yet. Guys, subscribe to the channel. It don't take nothing from you by subscribing to the channel, okay? We're trying to grow this community. But if this don't motivate you, right? I just became a millionaire in January. It was December, but I didn't check it till January. Okay, I just became a millionaire in January because of this high yield investment. Grew my portfolio by additional $300,000 within 6 months. That got me over the hump to become a millionaire. And it doesn't feel any different. It's just I feel the same way. So you're not like, oh, you get a millionaire, you feel different. No, you feel the same way. I don't have maybe when I get multiple, maybe I'll feel a little different. I don't know. I get more swagger or something like that. But other than that, I always had swagger. That boys got swagger. But apart from that, guys, I'm just being funny. But on the serious take, I don't feel any different about becoming a millionaire. Okay, if you just look at me sitting outside or walking, you won't know I have a penny. You think that guy is struggling. But I'm living a good life. I eat good food every day, healthy food. Okay, I drink a mango juice, freshly squeezed mango juice every day. I love mango. Okay, every day I drink a mango. And of course, I drink a lot of water. I drink a lot of electrolytes. Dude, I take care of myself because I want to be around for my babies. Okay, my girls, guys. But you cannot do none of that if you're stressing about money, right? Investing in the market, it go up and down. You have to take the emotion out of it because once you do that, it becomes a lot easier to do this every day. I'm telling you. You just don't understand how easy it is when you take the emotion out of it. And pay attention to your portfolio. You got to pay attention to your portfolio because whenever the positions go down and you have money to buy, you daily cost average back in, daily cost average back down because at some point it's gonna go back up. But when it's going down, you got to daily cost average back down. Okay, guys, invest in your future, guys. You got to do this. Anybody can do this. Okay, it's not rocket freaking science. I'm an engineer. I had to learn how to do this. All the different terminologies and stuff. And if somebody says something to me I don't understand, I go look it up. And I expect you guys to do the same thing. Okay? If I say something you don't understand, send me a message. Like, Edwin, what the hell are you talking about? And you can ask me just like, Edwin, what the hell are you talking about? And I would respond like, God dang, I'm talking about this. You guys know I be cursing, but I try to keep. I'm IT guy. I'm an IT guy. We curse a lot. I know this is a financial channel, so I try to keep it PG. But every now and then you're gonna get an F-bomb or one or two coming out. It's gonna happen. Sorry. Okay, if you're sensitive to F-bombs, then go somewhere else. But you're gonna get that. But I'm sharing my experience, and my experience got a few F-bombs in them. Okay, guys. I love you guys. Invest in your future. Subscribe to the channel. Okay, we're on our way to 3,000 subscribers. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Don't forget to like and comment. Okay, my boy be commenting all the time. That dude, he's like a commenting machine. You know who he is. But that's it for now, guys. We'll do it again tomorrow, and hopefully tomorrow the portfolio will go up a little bit more. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe a little smidgen, but we're trying to get this thing up to 500,000. Okay, guys? I love you guys. Peace out.